Disk caching is another feature on the exam that you need to become familiar with. It's a method for improving performance of existing virtual hard disks. So rather than maybe upgrading your disk to premium and moving your data across, disk caching can provide you some additional benefits. It utilizes local RAM and SSD drives on the underlying VM host. So the RAM and SSD drive it utilizes is actually local to that specific host that your virtual machine is running on. This gives us increased performance versus it having to transfer to the SAN-based type array systems. It's available on both standard and premium disks. There's a couple of settings you need to be aware of here. On the OS disk, read-write is the default, and you can change that to read-only or read-write, but it is recommended to stick to read-write for your OS disks. Data disks, whenever you add them, have a default setting of none, but you are allowed to change that to read-only or read-write as well. Read-only caching will improve latency and potentially gain higher IOPS per disk for all read tasks. Read-write caching, same thing, it would help with the write caching as well. However, you need to be sure you have a proper way to write data from cache to persistent disks, otherwise you could potentially get some data loss. There are certain use cases that this works for and certain that it doesn't, so check with whatever software product you're using if it supports read-write disk caching. For the most part though, if you do have a lot of read tasks, turning on read-only caching for your data disks will give you improved performance.